Welcome, history buffs and curious minds, to a journey back in time. Today, we're stepping onto the hallowed grounds of Philadelphia, to a place where the very soul of a nation was forged. This is Independence Hall. Just look at it, the symmetrical red brick facade, the clean white trim, the towering steeple reaching for the sky. It's a perfect example of Georgian architecture, a style known for its elegance and order. But this building is so much more than just bricks and mortar. It's a silent witness to revolution, a cradle of liberty, and the birthplace of the United States of America. As we walk through its doors, we're not just entering a historic site, we're walking in the footsteps of giants. Imagine the year is 1776. The air in Philadelphia is thick with tension and the revolutionary spirit. The 13 colonies are on the brink of a monumental decision, one that would sever their ties with the most powerful empire on earth. Slip in inside this very building. In the Assembly Room, the Second Continental Congress convened. Let's go inside. Look at this room. It's been meticulously preserved to look just as it did then. Picture it filled with delegates from all 13 colonies. Men like John Adams, John Hancock, and Benjamin Franklin, sitting at these very desks. Their faces etched with the gravity of their task. The summer heat would have been stifling, with the windows likely closed to ensure secrecy. In this crucible of debate and determination, the future of a continent hung in the balance. The task of drafting a formal declaration fell to a committee, with a 33-year-old Virginian named Thomas Jefferson chosen to write the first draft. Imagine him, working by candlelight, a quill pen scratching across parchment. Every word was chosen with immense care, every phrase crafted to articulate the colony's grievances and their profound belief in universal human rights. Who wasn't just writing a letter of complaint, he was penning a philosophical treatise on freedom, government, and the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This document was a radical idea, a bold assertion that the power to govern comes from the consent of the governed, not from the divine right of a king. Jefferson's draft was then reviewed and debated by the committee and the full Congress, with revisions made to create a unified voice for the colonies. Let's picture those crucial days in early July. The debates in the Assembly Room were intense. Men argued passionately, their voices echoing off these walls. Some were hesitant, fully aware that signing this document was an act of treason, punishable by death. Benjamin Franklin, ever the wise statesman, reportedly said, "We must, indeed, all hang together, or, most assuredly, we shall all hang separately." His words captured the immense risk they were all taking. Then, on July 4, 1776, after days of fierce debate, the Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence. The moment wasn't one of wild celebration, but of solemn resolve. The official signing of the engrossed copy, the beautiful handwritten version we know today, took place primarily on August 2nd, one by one. Delegates stepped forward to this very spot. Imagine the quiet scratch of the quill as John Hancock affixed his famously large signature, followed by the others. Each signature was a personal pledge, a public act of defiance that set them on an irreversible path toward war and, ultimately, independence. Just outside, another icon of American liberty was waiting for its moment in history, the Liberty Bell. Originally housed in the steeple of this building, its famous inscription reads, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof," while the story of it ringing on July 4, 1776, is more legend than fact. The bell's true significance grew over time. It became a powerful symbol for abolitionists fighting to end slavery, for suffragists demanding the right to vote, and for civil rights activists striving for equality. That famous crack, a flaw that silenced its ring, has ironically made its message even more powerful. It reminds us that liberty is a fragile thing, something that must be constantly protected and fought for. It symbolizes the imperfections of the nation's journey, yet also its enduring aspiration to live up to the ideals proclaimed, just steps away from where it once hung. 11 years after the Declaration, delegates returned to this same room. The war was won, but the new nation was fragile, governed by the weak Articles of Confederation. So, in the sweltering summer of 1787, they gathered once more, this time to frame the United States Constitution. Once again, These walls heard the voices of compromise and conflict as men like George Washington, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton debated the very structure of their new government. They created a system of checks and balances, a republic designed to protect liberty while providing a strong, effective federal government. So, this single room is the birthplace of both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, the two foundational documents that define what it means to be an American. It's an almost unbelievable concentration of history in one space. Today, Independence Hall stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a treasure not just for America, but for the entire world. It draws millions of visitors each year, people who come to stand where history was made and to feel the resonance of the events that transpired here. As you walk these halls, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe. The floorboards creak with the weight of history. The light filtering through the old glass panes seems to illuminate a story of courage, sacrifice, and a relentless belief in a better future. The building itself is a testament to the enduring power of ideas, too. It reminds us that our rights and freedoms are not accidents of history, but the result of deliberate, brave choices made by ordinary people who dared to do something extraordinary. It's a living monument, urging each new generation to understand, appreciate, and carry forward the legacy of liberty that was born right here. As we conclude our tours, take one last look at this magnificent building. It's more than just a landmark, it is the physical embodiment of the American experiment. The ideals of freedom and self-governance, proclaimed within its walls, have inspired movements for democracy and human rights across the globe. The story of Independence Hall is a reminder that history is not just something we read about in books. It's a living, breathing force that continues to shape our world. It challenges us to reflect on the meaning of liberty in our own time and to participate in the ongoing work of creating a more perfect union. The journey of a nation began here with a declaration of intent, and it's a journey that continues with every one of us today. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Independence Hall. I hope it's inspired you to learn more about this incredible piece of history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the places and stories that have shaped our world. Let me know in the comments what historic site you'd like to see me cover next. Until then, keep exploring.